I'm not a banker, I'm not a financial advisor, but I am an experienced investor and used to be in my overdraft literally every single month, struggling with bills, scared to open letters and anxious about money. But since 2019, I built six figures in three different asset classes, and I did it all without a fancy job, inheritance, or a finance degree. I've done it because of financial literacy. Unfortunately, the education system is broken and schools don't teach us anything about finances. Most people hope for the best, and that's how you end up with zero savings at 60. But we can't blame the lack of financial education on schools anymore or on our parents. We have no excuses with all the books, podcasts, YouTube videos, etc., we have available to us. This video is your starting point and is financial literacy for dummies. What even is money? Most people never stop to question money. We just try to get more of it, but without understanding what it is. We can never use it properly. Money is a medium of exchange, a store of value, and a unit of account. That's it. It's not magic, it's not moral, it's not emotional. It's a tool, and like any tool, it can be used well or poorly. A hammer can build a house or smash a window. If you grew up hearing things like, money doesn't grow on trees, or the love of money is the root of all evil, you might have internalized fear or guilt around money. But here's the thing. Money gives you time freedom. More money equals more time to do what you love with the people you love. And once you stop seeing money as the enemy and start seeing it as a tool to buy your time back, everything changes. Why the financial system is broken. The UK financial system is stacked against the average person like me and you, in my humble opinion. Here's how. Central banks print money, lots of it, which causes inflation. Your savings lose value every single year. Interest rates rise and fall based on political pressure, not logic. Banks lend you money out at like 10% plus, but give you 1% back. Those closest to the money printer, so you're talking governments, banks, big corporations, get rich. Everyone else has to play catch up. This is why we all need to invest into assets. And it's getting worse. Since 2008, we've seen banks collapse, economies wobble, and governments flood markets with cash, with capital, only to later punish savers through inflation. Your defense, knowledge. Understanding how the system works, let you play your own game. Budgeting, the foundation of wealth. Let's talk about the most boring but probably most essential part of financial literacy, budgeting. Here's the UK version of the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your take-home pay goes to needs. Rent, mortgage, utilities, groceries, transport. 30% goes to wants. Netflix, takeaways, holidays. 20% goes to your future. Savings, investments, debt repayments. If you earn $2,500 a month after tax, here's the breakdown. $1,250 for needs, $750 for wants, and $500 for wealth building. Now here's the catch. Most people think they're spending less than they are. Use tools like Emma, Money Dashboard, or even your banking app to categorize your spending. You'll probably find subscriptions you don't use, groceries that can be cut, or spending leaks you weren't aware of. The goal isn't to deprive yourself, it's to create a surplus and redirect it towards your freedom. Emergency fund, your first investment. Before investing, before debt payoff, you need an emergency fund. Aim for 3 to 6 months of essential expenses in a high interest, easy access account like Marcus, Monzo or Chase. Why? Because without a buffer, any setback becomes a crisis. Your car breaks down, credit card, you lose your job, more debt. Emergency funds keep you off the financial hamster wheel and they protect your investments because you're not forced to sell in a downturn. Understanding interest, good and bad. Albert Einstein supposedly called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. Here's why. If you invest $10,000 at 10%, in 10 years, you'll have over £22,000. So that's £12,000 earned just for understanding compound interest and learning how to invest into index funds, for example. If you're not sure how to invest in the stock market with low-cost index funds, type yes below in the comments. Do nothing but wait and your money more than doubles. But it works the other way as well. And this is what destroys most people's chances of building real wealth. If you carry $3,000 in credit card debt at 24% APR and only make minimum payments, it can take you even more than 15 years to pay it off. Lesson interest is either working for you or against you. There's no neutral. As you can see, this is short and sweet and barely skimming the surface. Now, if you want to fully understand interest payments to help you pay off debt, the bad, and help you invest and build wealth, the good, you can join my free investing community on School. See below for the link. Good debt versus bad debt. Good debt, mortgage on a cash flow and rental. 0% loan for tools that make you money. Student loans, maybe. Hopefully you get the point. Bad debt, credit cards for shopping. Buy now, pay later for trainers. Personal loans for holidays. Now, before 2019, I had too much bad debt, and the nice stuff got me the holidays, but didn't really make me happy. The debt just made me stressed out. Golden rule: if the debt doesn't pay you back, don't take it. What about you? Do you have good debt or bad debt? Or maybe both? The power of investing in the UK. Now, this is specific for the UK, but the info can be applied pretty much anywhere. Investing isn't gambling, it's ownership. It's how everyday people build wealth over time. If you're in the UK, take advantage of things like stocks and shares ISAs, invest tax-free up to 20k per year, SIPs, self-invested personal pensions with tax relief, lifetime ISAs, bonus 25% from the government if used for first home or retirement. Start with index funds like the Vanguard FTSE Global All Cap, Fidelity World Index, iShares Core FTSE 100. Let me give you a personal example of why investing is so important. I invested £500 a month into a stocks and shares ISA at 18 for 6 months, but stopped and spent all of my money on a lad's holiday to Ibiza. Huge mistake. This was down to a lack of financial education. Let's say I was taught about things like compound interest at school. I know for a fact I would have invested from 18 to now, so that's a full 24 years. If I got average returns of 10%, that would mean I would be sat on £594,000. And looking at that huge amount, 450,000 of it is made up of interest earned. This is the power of consistent investing in index funds, the power of compound interest. Invest monthly, automate it, ignore the noise. And if you want some more options so you know where to invest, see below where I go into 5 Vanguard funds to hold forever and why. Retirement is a number, not an age. Forget retiring at 67, you can retire when your investments generate enough to cover your expenses. Here's the formula. Annual expenses times 25 equals financial independence number. If you need 30,000 a year, that's 750,000 invested. This comes from the 4% rule. Now, this is just one way to find your retirement number and isn't for everyone. I'm well aware, but I like it and I think it's a good starting point to start thinking about your retirement number, your figure. The sooner you start, the less you have to save, thanks to compound interest. How to avoid scams, hype and fear-based decisions. Scams are everywhere. Some are obvious, some are slick. Rules to live by. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. This is what I have to keep reminding my mum when she sees a get-rich-quick scheme on Facebook. If you don't understand it, don't invest in it. Like me back in 2010 and 2011, I didn't understand investing in the stock market, but I steamed in anyway and lost our life savings. If your emotions are high, your financial IQ is low. The key is to try and remain calm and neutral around money and investments. Stick with boring gets you rich, your UK financial plan. Obviously, not financial advice, just financial experience, shall we say. Here's your step-by-step plan. Track your spending. Build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund cash buffer. Pay off high interest debt. Open a stocks and shares ISA. Automate monthly index fund investments. Stay consistent for at least 5 to 10 years. The longer the better from my experience. That's it. Not sexy, not fast, but real. Summary. I'm not here to flex. I'm here to show you what's possible. I'm not here to tell you how I invest my way to a new Lambo. I've got a 10-year-old VW Passat that was paid off years ago, and I love it. I do have six-figure investments in 3 separate asset classes, as I've said. Again, not to flex, but no finance background, no head start, just good decisions repeated consistently. And financial literacy has been a huge part of my investing success over the last 6 years. If I can do it, so can you. Let me know your biggest financial goal in the comments. Subscribe, like, all the good stuff if you're serious about taking control of your financial future. And if you want to improve your personal finances so you can actually build real wealth and retire early, see below for a recent video. Thanks for watching.